does not exist in this toy review, does it? No, Sensei! Pain does not exist in this toy review, does it? No, Sensei! Defeat does not exist in this toy review, does it? No, Sensei! Prepare. Aights! What do we study here?
The way the toys, sir!
And what is that way?
Pizza Dude's got 30 seconds.
Welcome everybody to a new episode of the J&J Toy Giants YouTube channel Toy Unboxing. I am your host JD. I'm really happy to be doing this new episode of the J&J Toy Giants Toy Unboxing because I'm going to be going over some NECA figures. I haven't done any NECA figures in a while, and for good reason, because I wanted to make sure that the next franchise that I did is going to be something that I really enjoy. You might remember that I did the Icon Heroes toy unboxing for the same franchise, but they're actually 6-inch action figures. And so today I'm going to be going over the NECA Karate Kid figures with Mr. Miyagi and Johnny Lawrence in his Cobra Kai Halloween costume in Karate Kid Part 1. As you know, I'm a big Karate Kid fan, love Cobra Kai, and I can't wait to actually unbox these. I'm also still on the hunt for the Icon Heroes, Battle Damage, Johnny, and Daniel, which I have a little gripe that I wanted to talk about, which I'll get to in a moment. But I'm also can't wait for the Diamond Select series, for the Cobra Kai series, for Kreese, Daniel, and Johnny to come out. And of course, on the San Diego Comic-Con, they released from Icon Heroes the rest of the Cobra Kai gang. So like Dutch and Bobby, I forget the other, Tommy. Tommy was the other guy. So can't wait for those to be coming out as well. So we're gonna get to the unboxing just like we always do. We're gonna let them breathe. All right, so the first figure that I'm gonna be going over today is none other than Mr. Miyagi, played by the late Nudikai Pat Morita. I believe he died in 2005. Yeah, he did die in November 24th of 2005. And, but in the Cobra Kai series, if you've seen the first series, spoiler alert, that thing came out like 3 years ago. It said that he died in 2015, which they just took a little liberty with the story, I guess, as far as Mr. Miyagi goes. But in real life, Pat Morita had passed away in 2005. Now, just a little backstory. If you ever watched any documentaries regarding Pat Morita, and I believe this was spoken about on the King of the Underdog documentary about John Avildsen, where they didn't want Pat Morita originally for the role. They wanted some other Japanese actor to play the role. And, because he was on Happy Days, and initially Pat Morita was a comedian, they didn't want him as the part. They wanted it, an actor. They wanted a real actor. Is what they portrayed the producer on the movie to play Mr. Miyagi. And so John Avildsen, the director, was like, no, he kept sneaking him in, doing screen tests with Ralph Macchio. Now, if you can actually go on YouTube and find the actual table read where Pat Morita and Ralph Macchio are actually reading the scene where Daniel finds out that Mr. Miyagi knows karate. And so that was actually kind of like a little real quick behind the scenes on this movie. So naturally with NECA, they actually put Mr. Miyagi in his maintenance man clothing that he would wear. Now this is so like, these are his keys. This is how like good they are as far as like detail. These are the keys that he has for all of the doors in the apartment complex where Daniel met Mr. Miyagi, because he is a maintenance man. Of course, he comes with the chopsticks for catching flies, and he comes with a bonsai tree.
Bonsai tree.
Bonsai.
Bonsai.
And so The figure is actually pretty, good as far as like it's very basic. When I took him out of the package, he was a little loose as far as joints and whatnot, but that's easy to fix from what I was told. And so I mean it's a nice addition to my collection with the Karate Kid, because so all I have is the Icon Heroes with Johnny and Daniel, and I'm trying to get the battle damaged Daniel and Johnny, which my 2 cents about that with Icon Heroes, I don't know why they took the liberty to do that. Daniel didn't get any bloody noses or black eyes or busted lips. That he didn't get dirty. Like it wasn't like they were fighting outside of in like the backyard or something, because it's called Battle Damage of Daniel and Johnny. Johnny had a bloody nose. That's it. There was no other damage or anything like that. They were fighting indoors, so naturally, I don't know why they even made those figures, but be that as it may, if it comes around, I'll definitely pick those up. But it wasn't really needed. Now, what we really need, hopefully, Icon Heroes actually gets the rights to do a second wave of those Icon Heroes, or actually third wave, because the second wave are going to be the rest of the Cobra Kai gang, like Dutch, Tommy, and Bobby. But hopefully they'll do Daniel in Okinawa, where he has the red gi, top of his gi with the jeans and the t-shirt, and of course his bandana. And they'll get Mr. Miyagi in ceremonial gi that he was in part 2. But be that as it may, the Mr. Miyagi figure is spot on. The face sculpt is awesome. Check that out. And I'm also trying to look for the Remco, which, by the way, real quick side note about the Remco, NECA is so like into detail of the Karate Kid, because Remco was the company that made the Karate Kid toys back in the 80s after the movie came out.
Remember what Miyagi said?
Karate come from heart.
I will show no mercy.
Discover the secrets of karate with Karate Kid Tri-Action figures.
Concentrate, Daniel-san.
They chop, twist, and kick. The Karate Kid and Johnny are each sold separately. And for more action, look for the Karate Kid Competition Center from Rem.
And I think those toys came out shortly after part 2 had come out. And so the NECA logo is actually reminiscent of how Remco put in or made their logo back then. So I'm going to put a picture here that you can see the difference. They're very, very similar. That's how NECA is as far as like detail is concerned, because they want to make it so unique and so like, attention to detail. And so I definitely like this particular figure with Mr. Miyagi. I'm still looking for his Remco one. And if you haven't taken a look, they're definitely going to need to get a stand for this guy, because he is loosey-goosey when on his joints on the bottom. You can't really stand up. But definitely check out the Karate Kid cartoon series. I believe it's on Amazon right now. I loved it. It only got 1 season, which was kind of like, so there are a lot of cartoons that only had 1 season back then. But I specifically loved that cartoon series on Karate Kid. So let's go to the next one.
You couldn't leave well enough alone. Could you, little twerp? No, you had to push it. Now you're gonna pay.
Where are you going, sweetheart?
All right, so rounding off this episode of the toy unboxing is going to be Johnny Lawrence from Cobra Kai in his Halloween skeleton costume from part 1. And Johnny Lawrence was played by the great William Zabka, the ultimate 80s bully. He's been in a couple movies, I know, with Karate Kid, and then the other one that comes to mind was Just One of the Guys, who was kind of like the predecessor to She's the Man with Amanda Bynes, which is basically, not to get off topic, but Just One of the Guys is basically the synopsis is a girl makes herself look out to be a guy and goes into a guy's world to enter a contest, to win a contest for writing, to get a journalism summer job at a paper. And the reason why she's doing it is because she's a girl, they wouldn't allow her to win the contest or enter to do the contest. So she goes in to be a guy to see if she can win the contest with her writing. Very straightforward kind of movie. So just like She's the Man was kind of like the same thing. But back to the topic at hand. So the Karate Kid came out in 1985 and Back to the Future came out in 1984. So during that time frame, the Walkmans were pretty similar. So I got to actually check out the Walkman that came with my NECA Marty McFly to see if they're the same. But that's pretty much all that Johnny came with. He didn't come with any extra hands or head, with the messed up makeup. Well, he was beating the hell out of Daniel LaRusso in The Karate Kid. But, this was actually a pretty cool figure. I'm glad that I got it. I was actually looking to get these for years, but every time I see them, they were like, really high in price, or higher than I wanted to pay for them, because y'all know I'm a collector on a budget, y'all. I wish I could buy everything I wanted, but that's not the case. But as I stated, I came into some money with the trade-in for the Funko Pops with Heroes Hideout, which I bought all of these figures at Heroes Hideout. And also I got some money for birthday, because my birthday was just recently, back on the 10th of August. And so I was able to, get both of these figures, and I, didn't want to, I passed on these so many times, and I didn't want to this time. So, I was like, yeah, what the hell, get it, And so I'm glad I did. He's very, in weight-wise, he's very heavy, so that's good. So is Mr. Miyagi, even though he's a lot shorter. And I actually had to back up the camera so I would be able to get Johnny in the frame. But yeah, I love this. If you remember, the reason why he's wearing this was at the Halloween dance in Karate Kid Part 1, spoiler alert. And he's doing some really bad things. I'm not going to say what, in the bathroom, as far as like illegal, which is now legal in the state of California, but it was illegal then in the 80s. That's all I'm going to say. And so Daniel sees a hose that the janitor let out. I guess he was cleaning the actual floors. Well, why would you do that when there's like a party going on or dance? Wouldn't you do that after the fact? But be that as it may, Daniel wets Johnny with the hose, and he gets really super mad. He runs out and decides to gang up on him and wail on him really good this time. And that's when Mr. Miyagi saved him. And that's basically what started the whole thing with Karate Kid, where he gets trained in karate. But with Johnny, this is also too, spoiler alert, in Cobra Kai, he gives this costume to Miguel so that he would be able to wear something for the dance as well. So not only gave him his jacket for Cobra Kai, he gave him his costume to wear. So history didn't repeat itself in Cobra Kai. Can't wait for season 4 that's coming out in a few months, I think in December, because we all know, and it's not a spoiler because you can see the trailer on YouTube, that Terry Silver is back, and hopefully NECA will make another wave of Karate Kid figures where you get Karate Kid again with Daniel and his red gi from Okinawa with the jeans, and possibly maybe a Mike Barnes with a Terry Silver, Kreese. I don't believe they made Kreese, but also the Diamond Select series are coming out for Cobra Kai, so I'm looking to get that as well. But this is a great addition to my figures, and I can't wait to display them. So we'll be with you in a second. Peace. And that does it for this edition of the J&J Toy Giants YouTube channel, Toy Unboxing. Again, I'm your host, JD. Be sure to like and subscribe, and also comment on any of our video submissions on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and also follow us on TikTok. Be sure to also check out all the other videos that we have on our playlists. And thank you so very much, and keep on cruising. Stay safe.